Good morning. Good morning, gods and goddesses. It's your girl, Goddess Masterpiece, and I'm back with another video. I see I already got somebody in the building. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Briggs, for tuning in. Good morning. Yes, all is well today. I'm feeling good. I was supposed to go live last night, and I lost my other phone. So, yeah, what I wanted to do was make some calls, try to get us some land opportunities. And I'm still going to do that, guys. Um, but of course, it's Sunday today. I don't have the numbers in my New York phone, it's in the Texas phone. So let me make sure I have a connection because it's looking a little funny style. And let me make sure it's live. Give me 1 second and I'm going to jump into the topic. Give me 1 second. Okay, it is live. And I'm probably the only one watching. It's okay. We're going to get into this. It's early. I'm sure people will catch the replay. Yeah. I'm sure it's people that got hangovers from last night. So let's jump into this. So, by the way, shouts out to all my subscribers. My subscribers list is getting up there. My watch hours getting up there. So I'm definitely going to make some changes to my channel. Y'all see today well, my kids is here, but they not in this room. So I'm trying to get it together. So let's talk about this Beyonce album, Black is King, right? Black is King dropped the other day, like 2 days ago. And basically, this album is a tribute to the Lion King, to African spirituality. That is what I've been trying to touch into, but I didn't know the right wording. So I was watching Lovely T. She did a video on Beyonce Black is King album. Peace. Good morning, Papa Soul Searcher. Thank you for tuning in. Naturally New. Good morning, Aaliyah. I was hyped when I saw you were going live. I feel like I always miss it. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. I know it's early, but I got to get this out because I was supposed to go live yesterday. So we talking about Beyonce's Black is King album. I'm watching Lovely T. She did a video 2 days ago. She is she's an African woman. So she definitely knows about African spirituality, and she noticed that Beyonce was referencing some of the orishas or deities in African spirituality. Some people say it's Santeria. Good morning, Superstar Bella. I've been trying to explain to y'all, bits and pieces of what I've heard about this spirituality, but I didn't know the proper wording for it. Now, Beyonce's Black is King, she's referencing some of the gods like Yemoja. Yemoja is one of the Orisha goddesses, and she is said to rule the salty ocean, like the waters, the deep waters, the ocean. She's the mother. I know a lot of people know about Oshun. Oshun rules the sweet waters, which is, the calm waters, lakes, light bodies of water. And for all of you guys who know Ogun, right? Ogun is one of the Orishas. And it's funny that Tariq named his pepper spray line after Ogun. So all these things are coming together to kind of enlighten us even further on not just Black power, Black empowerment, but really getting in touch with our spirituality. I know there's people that still follow Christianity, and we're going to get to that a little later. This is Sunday. I know there's people still going to church, streaming church online, and I'm not going to really, knock you for that. I got my Palo Santo. But I feel like this is what I want to get in touch with a little further. There was people in the comments saying that, oh, this is a form of voodoo, hoodoo. Do y'all not realize that a lot of celebrities and stars use these tools? And that's the way they manifested their riches. We need to do the same. We need to do the same, okay? For those of you who have an open mind, I'm not trying to sway anybody from whatever religion you practice. There's people that's Hebrew Israelites. There's people that practice Islam. Whatever you practice is fine, but this is for my people with an open mind. Now, I got my Palo Santo burning. Ooh, yes. Clear the energy. Now, I end up, stumbling upon, not really stumbling upon, because now I'm looking for the answers. Went to YouTube and I put in, how do I find my Orisha? Because I need to figure out who my Orisha is at this point. A lot of times, of course, you have to pay for these readings and you have to find someone who is skilled in this because there are imposters, there's scammers, they call them charlatans, who will portray like they can read who your Orisha is. So we have to be careful with that as well. But anyway, I stumbled on this woman. Her name is Adunola the Oracle, but her page is called, hold on. Of course, I forgot what her page is called, but I'm going to get it to y'all because I really want y'all to look into this woman. She is dope. Where is she? Connecting with guides. Hold on. I'm going to put it in it. Connecting with guides and what? How do you see the rest of... No. How do you see... Connecting with Guides and Goals by Adunola, the Oracle. All right. This video that I happen to stumble upon is called Why Couldn't No Orishas Save Us from Slavery? Right? This video is dope as hell. Now, she posted it 10 months ago. 10 months ago, which was before this pandemic really hit. Why the Orishas and LOAS didn't save us from slavery and social suffering. That video was so dope just now. Oh my God. I just got to give y'all a brief overview of what she's talking about because it had me crying just now. I almost cried my lashes off. Basically, I don't know all the terminology. That's why I want y'all to watch it. But she's basically saying that this is before slavery times. Kenya Pierre, peace. Yes, all religions come from African sacred science, spirituality. Yes, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. For all of those new viewers, please subscribe to the channel. My channel is growing, like I said, and I appreciate you all for tuning in, especially my real team that always tune in. I love y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. Now, before slavery, there are, folk tales. There are tales of tribes in Africa. I couldn't get all the naming, guys, because she was talking real fast. But let's just say she said the great mother who represented matriarchy basically was betrayed by patriarchy. Basically, she's saying that matriarch energy or feminine energy is 90% of the subconscious mind, and 10% equates to patriarchy, which is, masculine energy, which is the conscious mind. And basically, the great mother cursed patriarchy, which in turn, she basically kind of pledged her allegiance to the Caucasian man because he made a sacrifice to her. And that resonates in where we are today, in a sense. Okay. We felt betrayed by our masculine counterparts. Therefore, we cursed them. And when they were supposed to win, they didn't win because we, in turn, betrayed them back. It was a jealousy there. Before there was any race wars, she's saying there was gender wars. That the man was jealous that the woman was getting so much attention. She is the bearer of life, even though his 10% added to the life. His 10% added to our 90% because we give life. We have wombs. But without that man's 10%, we could not conceive life. So both are important, no matter the percentages. What happened is we felt betrayed by man. We betray man. and man got betrayed by the Caucasians, right? And that's where we are today. We went through suffering because we were cursed. Do y'all believe that us as a black race were cursed? Um, Everything she said was so deep and so powerful. That's why I sound a little bit shaky, because when I say all of us have a part to play in black empowerment, some people's part to play in it is that they are spiritual beings, and they know the history of where we came from and why we are in the state we are today. You don't notice that we still have gender wars. It's the pro-black. It's within this community alone. Okay, it's not so much the women against each other. It's the women and men against each other. Do y'all not see that? Another great YouTuber, Ashera Star Goddess, and Billy Carson. Thank you so much, Teach One Beauty. Again, I told you I'm on this journey. I'm not there, but I'm talking to y'all about it because it's so powerful to me, and I think more of us need to get in tune with it. Papa Soul Searcher, that's correct. In a symbolic way, men, we suppress our feminine energy, so we always be chasing balance. And that's exactly what she's talking about, that all people have feminine energy, male or female. Men have 90% feminine energy, but it's subconscious. And maybe that is why so many men are in the LGBTQ community. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. You said no, you don't think we are cursed? Okay, I'm gonna link the video. Woohoo. Let me go to YouTube. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't know if you can see me or not, but I'm gonna try to link the video, or just the at least the page. Let me see. Give me 1 second. You know what? I did all of that. I could do it from my phone. I'm bugging out. That's doing too much. I could put it right in my phone. Okay, share, copy, link. All right, then I'm gonna go to my video. You know I'm slow, y'all. I know I'm slow. Okay. All right, here we go. Paste. All right, boom. There she go. I'm gonna put it up real quick. Yes, we've been taught to suppress that energy since we were boys, right? And that is the problem. Now, some men embrace that feminine energy, and I'm talking about not in a sense of being feminine, but just getting in touch with more emotions, not hiding your emotions. This is the link, guys. This is the link. This sis is dope. I only watched one video so far, and I'm already a fan. And I want to find my Orisha, because I believe that's why a lot of us are not going down the path that we're supposed to go down. A lot of us are like in a stagnant place because we haven't tapped into that higher power yet. And a lot of stuff this sis said is so true about what's going on today. And I think we are coming upon a time where we got to break those generational curses. I think the suffering has endured long enough. And I think that now is the time for number one, like she said, how we can restore this, how we can get beyond this, is men need to restore the honor of the mother creator. Like, first and foremost, women need to be acknowledged as, especially the Black woman, as God or goddesses, like I like to say. And until Black men honor us for who we are going to be in the state that we are in. But, you said emotions, right? But along with, because I didn't really hear her say this, but along with the Black man honoring us, we have to honor him back. I'm going to say that again. Although we need acknowledgement first, we will acknowledge our Black kings back in a sense of forgiving them when they come with sincerity, and making sure we show them how important they are, no matter how much of a percentage they play in even just the upbringing of children, because I think a lot of us want this grandiose idea of what a father is. Okay, there's a lot of men who have been in their children's life. They're in relationships. They have, they're in marriages with their children's mother, but they don't do the nurturing things that a woman does. They play their role, whatever they feel that role is, and women play their role. And I think we got to get back to that space. He said, I started my journey 4 years ago and it has been just that, shaking my head. Oh, wow. A journey? Agreed. Right. He said, the true meaning of worship her first and she will give back. And that's really what it is. And she broke down why so many women respond the way they do, because they have the lack of that divine masculine energy. That divine masculine energy abandoned them. How many single mothers are out there, especially in the Black community? And the reason for that is generational curses. This has been going on before slavery. Slavery accentuated it, but before slavery, the great mother was abandoned by her divine masculine counterpart, because not only did they burn her temples, like this woman said, the first priests and priestesses were women, but the men felt jealous because we were blessed with so many different gifts, okay, that they abandoned us. Now, I didn't really hear what she said about what they really did that was so bad to the great mother. But abandonment, embarrassment. So great mother wanted to do the same to the Black man, and hence her alliance with the Caucasian man. And that's one thing I will say Tariq was correct about when he talks about white zaddy. And I want to point out how people like Tariq Elite, who is an entertainer, who has been in entertainment, who lives in Hollywood, people like him, I'm not equating him to Beyonce, but Beyonce's trending for her Black is King, and she referenced some of the Orishas, like Yemoja, who I put Yemoja juice, okay? And we ain't talking about pepper spray. Yemoja is the goddess of the waters, the deep waters. She's the mother figure. She's the standoffish one. She's not the it girl, so to speak, but she's the mothering, nurturing figure. Where Oshun, she's the goddess of, a similar thing, but she's the sweet side. She's the fun side. She's the more, I guess, hip version, right? So it's deep. Ali, I love how you're fearlessly expressing Black consciousness / spirituality while coming from an very urban environment. Thank you, FBA Nigel. Okay, so that means because I'm hood, I can't get deep. And that's the problem, because, and I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people from the hood will never be able to get this deep, because they are so jaded with material things. Now, I love material things, but not to the point of, I feel like others that I have grew up around or know, I'm not the same. Therefore, I don't get the recognition that other people get. But it's okay, because my time is gonna come. Now, what else did I want to mention? Yeah, so our Black kings need to acknowledge that the woman is God, and everything in his life will fall into place. But we also have to acknowledge that the man is needed and necessary for his masculine energy. There's a reason for masculine energy. There's a reason for it. And we need to acknowledge each other. Let's stop the gender wars first before we get to Black power, because I see that that's a big problem. Leonard Green, why are people so willing to interracial date more than any other race? I know some men who deliberately cancel Black women out of their lives altogether. Thank you for saying that, Leonard Green. And that's why I want you guys to check out this sister that I just posted. Let me see if I can post it again. The link Again, she doesn't know me, so it's not that I'm promoting her, but why not? She's a Black woman who has knowledge of African spirituality. And you know what else is the crazier thing about this whole thing? It ties into Santeria. It ties into, what do they call it, Yoruba? A couple of other spiritual beliefs. And it's not all bad like people try to portray it. People try to portray this type of spirituality, even Santeria, as, yes, Yemoja, but they say it's Yemoja in certain African cultures. It's interchangeable, or is the J silent? Because I heard people say Yemoja. Okay, but we're gonna say Yemoja. Either one, it interchanges into other cultures, and that's why they say Afro Latinas, because a lot of Cubans are into Santeria, Puerto Ricans. So deeper than us being at a race war, I think we need to kind of connect with some of the Hispanics. I know I know a lot of y'all are against that, but the ones that are in touch with their spirituality, why not? Well, what do y'all think about that? Y2 Kenyan, no, this shit started from slavery. The split of the family, the buck breaking of men, etc. Black men throughout our history have always worshipped, protected, and killed for our women. Well, that remains to be seen, Y2 Kenyan, because I would like to think it was because of slavery. But honestly, I want you to listen to this sister's video before you misjudge what I'm saying, because this is the first time I'm listening to it this morning, and I feel like she made some valid points that make a lot of sense. Our ancestors practiced voodoo, and voodoo isn't evil, but because of white supremacy, psychological mind control is conditioning everyone to believe it's a belief. We must shed to get back to original. I understand what you're saying. Yes, teach one beauty. Exactly. People say voodoo and hoodoo is evil. That's why they're trying to say Beyonce was down with the Illuminati. But by her putting this spirituality, African spirituality messages in Black is King, she is showing people that I'm not evil. And now keep in mind, her mom is from Louisiana. Louisiana has, their Creole population, they are into hoodoo, voodoo, or whatever. And it's not all bad. Y2 Kenya, we cannot ignore the systematic attack on Black men that has made some women think our men aren't shit, and et cetera, et cetera. We just have to come back to the God of our ancestors and the laws of God. Absolutely, Y2 Kenya. And that's why I said I'm not here to denounce any religion, because that's the one thing I've learned, honestly, in Christianity. You do not talk about other people's religion. All right. I'm beyond that point. Okay. What you believe is what you believe. I just was watching a sister on here denouncing Black is King because she is a Christian and she feels like it was demonic energy in that video. But that's why people need to have understanding of every religion, even if it is not your own or something you believe in. At least take the time to understand where they're coming from before you judge. That's why when a Jehovah's Witness used to knock on my door, I used to let the asses in at one time, because I wanted to understand where they was coming from before I judged them and just listen to what other people were saying. Oh, they're annoying. Oh, let me make my own assumption. Y2 Kenyan, we as a people practice a lot of religions that was different from what our ancestors did. Most was some mix from other cultures of our captivity. This is where the curses came from. It is written. Wow. Okay. And that's deep. That's why I like to talk to y'all, because everybody has knowledge of different things. And so I'm willing to listen to what everybody is saying. Papa Soul Searcher, fellas, have you ever wondered why women need so much attention? Is that God is in them, wanting and needing that God in you, the subconscious mind and spirit. Oh my God, I love it. Thank you. And this is what I'm talking about. It's like, and it's something ingrained in women that we need attention. It's something ingrained in women that we're looking for this knight in shining armor. Why is that? Why do we want love so much? Why do we expect so much? It's something ingrained in us. And why do our men kind of shy away from that? Not all of our men, but a lot of our men. are not in tune with goddesses. Hispanics of Aztec descent are brothers slash cousins, right? And this is what I'm saying. It's just that some of them don't know it themselves. But the ones that know their history, that's the ones we need to vibe with, because there's power in numbers. And if they came from the same spirituality that we come from, then we should align ourselves with them. Not Caucasians. I'm talking about some Hispanics from African descent. Who Beyonce video? I love Beyonce, but she also has to be entertaining, and she has not dedicated her life to studying this stuff. But I'll check it out. Black is King is the name of her new album. It's a whole album. She has, I think she dropped like a single. If y'all put it in YouTube. Black is King, and the video will come up. Now, I think you could find the whole thing on Disney, which there's been people in the industry denouncing that, saying, why would she use Disney as a platform? Why wouldn't she use a Black platform? Like, we are constantly under attack. No matter what any Black person of prominence or that has a platform does, is never going to be right. There's always going to be issues. Religions are man-made. Spirituality and religion are two different things. I've studied these things for years for my own sake. God does not, however, deal with man-made religion. Thank you for that. And I understand what you're saying. Like I said, I feel like people are going to wake up when they want to. So I'm not here to denounce Christianity. I'm not here to denounce Islam or anything, Buddhism. Whatever you feel you believe is what's going to carry you to your next step. But I choose to believe in spirituality before religion, and I want to dig deeper into this. Not saying it would be something that would work for me. Honestly, I tested the waters a little bit with the candle magic. Like I said, I burned my sage and my Palo Santo, and it's been working for me. I burned my black candle before I got to Houston. And let me tell you, my whole attitude and spirit has been different since then. Because we didn't know the real facts. A lot of people don't know the real. And some people are closed-minded to the idea of African spirituality because they were born into Christianity. And Christianity teaches you that all these things are evil and demonic and voodoo. Oh my God. Let me get a little deeper with y'all. For those of you who are in a fraternity or sorority, I apologize in advance if this offends you, but this is just, you could YouTube this as well. There has been quite a few people in fraternities and sororities who have denounced it in the past couple of years because they said they realized it's all a demonic ritual. When you start dealing with altars and reciting, I guess, certain wording are spells. And there are spells within the fraternities and sororities when you get to, I guess, when you're moving into being, when you're, what do they call it? When they're inducting you into the sorority after you got hazed and you did all the shit that you were supposed to do, their little induction ceremony is a ritual, is a demonic ritual, is what some of the people in the sorority and fraternities have been saying. Y2 Kenya, we are already working with Hispanics who know who they are. We also distance ourselves from Black and Hispanics who don't know who they are or reject their heritage or sold out. Thank you. Exactly. Everybody can't come to the promised land, no matter your complexion or your heritage. If you don't have an open mind and if you are not willing to take in knowledge, then we cannot use you. And when you wake up, we'll see you then. We're not going to argue with you. We're not going to cajole you to come on this side. People got to wake up on their own terms. Aaliyah, have you been hip to African Twitter fake outrage about Beyonce utilizing their tribal aesthetics and Black is King? Well, I haven't heard anything on African Twitter. I'm not really on Twitter that much. I kind of go in there here and there to see the trending topics, but it's not my go-to. I usually go to Facebook and Instagram, but I'm going to start getting into Twitter. But no, like I said, Lovely T is a YouTuber I follow. She's Nigerian. She kind of, gives insight on the culture, and she was for it. A lot of people in the comments that are African said it's not exploitation. It's actually her shining a light on African culture. How can you be exploiting something that has been exploited in so many other ways? And she's celebrating it. She's not exploiting it. Papa Soul Searcher says Disney is Hollywood, and Hollywood has been telling the truth for decades. They just tell it in their own way. Check out some of Disney's cartoons. Facts. Facts. And again, if, we had more Black men that rose to the occasion who have a platform, instead of creating goon juice, instead of using your money to scam the people with Tulsa real estate funds, instead of using people's crowdfunding for schools that's never going to open, right? How about we create some apps for us that work? How about we create a community for us? Instead of y'all worrying about your own fucking house, worry about the community's state of living. How about that? Y2 Kenyan, it is written, 2/3 of our people won't make it because they love their oppressor. Hence, our biggest problem, in my opinion, is we keep trying to save those who don't want to be saved. They'd kill us. Absolutely. And that's what I'm trying to say. You cannot... Listen, you're gonna get what you ask for. If you, for instance, it could be a family member, and you say, "I want to awaken this person." That's your first mistake. I'm not awakening a damn motherfucker. I'm gonna talk my shit. If they catch on, that means they are waking up on their own. I am not here to bring anybody into my mental state of being. I'm not here for that, because I'm not arguing with nobody about Christianity or what they... Stay over there. You stay with the Christians, and I'm going to stay with the people that's trying to elevate spiritually on another level. Y2 Kenyan, when you pledging, every frat and even every chapter is different. I would have never participated in a devil worship ceremony here after some of the things we recite. Okay, so you are in a fraternity, and that's why I said I'm sure I'm going to offend somebody, but if you put it into YouTube, you're going to see quite a few women and men speaking up against fraternities and sororities. And it's not me, because I never went to a Black college. Okay? I'm just telling you what I heard. I always wanted to be a part of a sorority, but it's been people lately speaking out against it. God first, respect your brother. Excuses are tools of incompetence. Right. Nothing devilish in that, I don't think. Well, maybe it's the sororities, I would say, because I think it was like about 3 women who realized that what was in the words that they recited was kind of demonic. I'm just saying, my point of bringing that up was this. All of these things are forms of rituals. Even when you go to the Christian church, you are praying at an altar. Who are you praying to? The pastor? Who are you praying to? See, with African spirituality, you get in touch with self first. Your chakra, right? You get in touch with you first, because you are God and goddesses, right? Like I keep saying. Sichuan beauty, we must shed off these pseudo mythologies and lies and get back in tune and in touch with your spiritual aspect of self and get back original state of well-being. The Most High is manufacturer of our soul. Facts. You got to get in touch with self first. Thank you for that, sis. FBA Nigel, the Africans are saying that she's romanticizing Africa as kings and queens instead of regular everyday people with common folk issues. It does more harm than good. Niggas ain't never satisfied. This is what I'm trying to say. You want her to show Africans impoverished. You want her to show like those commercials, the children looking dusty and starving and malnutrition, or do you want her to uplift those people and make those people feel like they are better than those circumstances and find ways to overcome them? I mean, you're never right. You're never going to be right when it comes to our own people, and it's sad. You said, I made that same mistake, now I'm getting a divorce. What mistake was that? Not uplifting the Black woman. We are the so-called Hebrews, sis. We are God's chosen people. Absolutely. But if we don't know that by having knowledge of self, then we won't know how to get in touch with being those kings, queens, gods, and goddesses. You understand what I'm saying? So many people are still following white Jesus. They don't want to open their eyes. And it's not my job to argue them down. Let's see. You said, I made that mistake of trying to wake my folks up. I was fast asleep too when my brother tried to wake me up 20 years ago, and I just brushed him off. Now we are even closer. You see? Thank you for your honesty, King. Thank you so much. Everybody has their own time of waking up. You can't regret that you wasn't ready. Maybe your mind wasn't ready to receive that knowledge. African is a broad term. There are over 1,000 cultures in Africa, and they are all not in agreement with each other. We have to get back to the African spirituality of our people, our ancestors. Facts. And that's why I said, take the time to get the knowledge. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm about to start reading a lot more. Reading to get, more knowledge of where we came from and how we really got here today. FBA Nigel. If Tiwa Savage would have created a Black is King, the Africans would have been praising it, but the social media diaspora war is probably causing them to complain. Who's Tiwa Savage? Well, listen. Hey, Arthur Empress Simone, thank you for tuning in, sis. Yes, but I didn't see the whole thing. I just seen one video of Beyonce. Like I said, I don't know if I'm subscribed to Disney, if I'm trying to pay just to see that, but I'm sure somebody's gonna leak it eventually. But I saw one video. One video was enough for me for now, and it was nice. I feel like she's giving, like, what do y'all want her to do? Continue looking Caucasian, praising the Caucasian lifestyle? Like, what do y'all want to do? Ride around in a Bentley with her long blonde weave? Like, what do y'all want Beyonce to do? That's what I'm saying. You got to get to a point where you're comfortable with yourself, is what I'm coming to realize. Even down to yesterday, one of my friends told me that a young lady said something about me. And, I came to the realization of this. You really can't worry about what people say about you, because a lot of times those people talking shit about you are dusty them damn selves. Have nothing going on for them damn selves. So whose opinion really matters here? Your own opinion matters. Not dusty motherfuckers that ain't got shit going for themselves. Okay, you agree with FBA Nigel? Yes, he's on the roll today. So is Y2 Kenyan, Papa Soul Searcher. Shouts out to y'all. Y'all always tune in to me. I appreciate y'all. M. Jones, take the time to learn your family tree. Some of us migrated out of Africa before others. Some people are indigenous to America. You have to check your family tree. Right. My mother just did her DNA too. I'm gonna do mine, because mine is gonna be a little different than hers, because my father is ADOS, and my mother's parents are not necessarily ADOS. They are Native American and Caribbean. So she gonna call me talking about, I'm 82% African. Does that mean I'm entitled to reparations? I was like, well, you have to talk to Yvette, Carnell, and Tone about that, because I really don't know. NBA Nigel, Tiwa Savage is like Nigeria's little Rihanna. You probably haven't heard of her yet. Okay, yeah. It sounds familiar, but no, I don't know who that is. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying. This is the thing. Because Beyonce is a lighter skinned woman, she's fair skinned, she, indulges in blonde hair, she is looked at as that picture of colorism. Like, and a lot of times the fair skinned women have the most pro-blackness in them, but they get ostracized because they are not dark skinned. Oh, why can't so-and-so play this role of so-and-so? Because she's not dark enough. Do you know how that feels for a lighter skinned woman who can't help how her complexion is, but she's a black woman? All of this shit is annoying. All of the division is annoying at this point. And we got to get beyond this bullshit at the end of the day. When we met Beyonce, she was a girl. She has become a full woman before our eyes. She is a mother, which changes a woman's perspective. Thank you so much for that, Superstar Bella. I've always been a Beyonce fan. Can't nobody tell me, she's evil, she's a witch. Okay, like my sis Adunola, the Oracle says, witch just means wise woman. And men label women witches because, witches or Jezebels or whatever you want to call it, because we went against what they was trying to put us into. We went against being prostitutes for them. We went against being a concubine for them, being one of many. So we become witches and bitches and Jezebels. But you want us to be Jezebels. You wanted us to be that. And when we say, oh, I'll be that on my own terms, not because you said so. I'll be that on my own terms, and I'm not giving you my riches. You're not going to fucking let me get dicked out, and I'm giving you all my bread. Oh, no, 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 no. I keep my bread to myself if that's what I'm going to do. Aaliyah, you part of that ADOS Caribbean early 1900s NYC intimate. Thank you for that. And again, that's not my fault. But let me explain something to y'all. If I don't get reparations, my kids is getting it. That's all y'all need to know. I took it. True Native American and Caribbean are ADOS too. Thank you so much for that, Y2K, because people keep trying to test my blackness. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm as black as they come. Period. I don't have to have the darkest complexion to be in touch with my blackness. M. Jones. A lot of people with the food, with the saliva DNA test. You said they're fooled, you're saying? Sichuan Beauty from Kanye, Jesus is King, a fiction, to Beyonce, Black is King, fact. In the natural, that's fact versus fiction. We must weed out, dismantle all this fictitious in the public business legalized term. Woo! Sis, queen, you on a roll. Thank you for shedding your light, and I appreciate y'all so much. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'm taking this to the top. I love y'all. But exactly, I just peeped that Jesus is King. Who? White Jesus? What Jesus is King? And who's looking like they winning right now? Because Kanye is crumbling. And again, I liked Jesus is King, because again, even though I don't practice Christianity, I'm not going to go totally against it. If that's what people believe, that's what they believe. If that's getting you in touch with your spiritual side, so be it. But don't use that as a crutch for why I should keep forgiving your ass. Don't use Jesus as a crutch to keep doing foul shit and then say, well, Jesus forgives, but I don't. Great mother, don't. I will shed my vengeance on you, so tread carefully. And appreciate the goddess, and the goddess will appreciate you. M. Jones, Beyonce's father admitted to dating her mother because he thought she was white. So I was able to have a little understanding of her upbringing. Wow, that's crazy. I never heard that before. But so many other black men are like that too. They don't love themselves. I just was looking at a black king that I met some years ago, over 10 years ago. He was a rapper. He's on my Facebook page. He had a kid with a black woman. I know I'm buffering a little bit. I see it going slow. He had a kid with a black woman, dark-skinned woman. I saw that relationship fizzled out. Now I look on his page years later. He broke up with her. He's married to a white Becky, and the Becky looks horrible. She don't look better than that black woman. She looks terrible. Like, what? Did you think you needed her for acceptance so you could be a rapper? What did you feel like you needed a white woman for? Y'all kids are going to look terrible. I shouldn't say that. God forgive me. Anyway, M. Jones. There's a difference I have learned with Native American and indigenous tribes. Yes. And I want to get in touch with all of that because, like I said, my great-grandmother was a Shinnecock Indian from Long Island, from way out in Long Island. I can't even think of, is Nassau and Suffolk County, Long Island. Damn, I only been out of New York for almost a month. I forgot already. Suffolk County, Long Island there's tribes out there who are Shinnecock and maybe other tribes, but I know definitely Shinnecock is out there because there's a couple of people who I see participate in this festival they have every year. I'm out, gotta go pay my tithes. Just kidding. I'm about to say, what? You don't even play it up. See, I'm not judging. He said the man name is not Jesus anyway. No letter J back then, but we are Jesus. All our men are called to rise up and do their part and save our people. Thank you, white. Thank you. People don't realize that they are black until they get to America. And nobody wants to be African American. They just want the culture. Weird to me, but okay. Exactly. Thank you so much for that, sis. It's so true. I told y'all when I was getting my hair braided, a lily white chick, blonde hair, blue eyes, came in there to get lemonade braids. Lord have mercy. And I said, I never saw that in New York. I've been in plenty of African hair braiding places. I never seen a white woman so pressed to go to an African hair braiding place. He said, Aaliyah, no, our chocolate brothers so crazy behind closed doors in terms of skin complexion. I know they do. Listen, in my own life, I've seen it. Black men saying things about their own complexion. So trust me, I know. They don't love themselves. Thank you, M. Jones. If they love themselves, they would emulate how they look, because I love me. I want what is of me. Down to, do y'all know who Derek Jackson is? Derek Jackson is like this relationship coach. He gets good publicity and bad publicity. A lot of men hate him. They feel like he's a player, he's a scammer, all of this. Nobody has seen his wife for some time. Just yesterday, I was on Facebook and I see she's not skinny, she's not light skinned, and she's a black woman, brown skin, his complexion. And that's when I say, yes, King, yes. Shut it down one time for the niggas in the back that don't know who they are and don't love who they are. If people are indigenous to America, their ancestors still came from Africa. Facts. Facts. Thank you. So we all connected. We all connected. And we got to stop separating certain people of color. Some of them are for us. Some of them are not. Just like some of our black people are for us and some of them are not. We just got to weed them out properly. I had to reteach myself not to judge by color or phenotype. There once was a time most people on the planet was a copper color, not black. Black is your status. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We want to go against people of color. Oh, no, everything's for African American. Like, just stop. I'm sorry. Yes, we deserve reparations, but if we gotta bring some people of color in the mix to get our reparations, that's what the fuck we gotta do. And stop being so divisive. Seriously. Y'all want to be divisive with every other race as well as within our own? That ain't gonna work. Exactly, superstar Bell. That ain't gonna work. We gotta form alliances with people who really is gonna ride out. I did say that people migrated out of Africa earlier than others. Everybody still carries the African genes. Facts. We have to do more research than just Africa. Some of us might have migrated out of Australia, out of Europe. You only know unless you do your research. That's a whole fact. We all have, if we do our DNA, we all have European blood, even if it's just 2%. Okay, so yeah, some of our ancestors mixed with Australian, some of our ancestors mixed with Irish, some of our ancestors mixed with the Dutch. Listen, the German. Like, okay, like, that's why I say we can't be so divisive when it comes to race, because we are not 100% of anything. Okay? But only fuck with the ones who mentally are there, and the ones that are not, you can spot them all the way. Leave them where they are. Now, I love y'all so much. I'm going to see if a few more comments pop up and then I'm going to wrap it up so I can do something with my kids, get dressed for the day. I just wanted to have a little soulful Sunday talk with y'all about us getting in touch with our spirituality. Again, I didn't forget about calling the numbers. I lost my phone, guys, already. I lost my Texas phone with all the numbers. I don't know. And that's why I'm going to light a candle today, because I need whatever negative energy is trying to attack me again to dissipate. I told y'all my black candle worked, but I think I need to do it once a month. One time is not going to do the trick, because it's constant negative energy around. And again, a witch isn't evil. It's another pseudo Billy mind condition. Word witch in certain terms is mean wisdom. Our ancestors' spiritual fasting practices go to the core of it. Said it, dismember evil. I hope I said that right. But yes, guys, witch is not evil. So, I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a blessed Sunday. I'm burning my Palo Santo. And even get in touch with the ancestors that left us behind, that we know in our own lives, because they matter too. They are our guides as well. And oh, that's what I want to do. Go to a botanica. I need some Florida water. I've been trying to find Florida water since I've been here. I want to light my candle, but I need that. M. Jones, you said taking a salt bath helps release negative energy. Thank you for that. I take spiritual baths. I like to do the Florida water thing. Some people say crystals. That's what I'm gonna work on this weekend or this week. I'm saying this weekend is over. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Make sure y'all subscribe for all the new viewers. Wait, what'd you say? A man that practices magic is called warlock. Facts. You said, I don't know about the DNA test. They are looking for the next Gila Henrietta Lacks. Be careful. These are private companies that are holding your DNA. Just something to think about. Wow. I'm sure a lot of companies got our DNA. And that's why they want you to pay for them to keep your placenta. How you want me to pay for something that came out of my body? Okay, that's a whole nother topic for another day, though. There's mental illness there when you see black men with low-class white women just because they are easy to get sex. I'm glad I read that comment. Facts. Oh, and Rosewater. Facts. Thank y'all again for tuning in. I love y'all. Let me go for my kids start knocking on the door. Damn, I made it through a live without crying in the background. Yeah, more of